Hello, and welcome to Defining Deborah. How is everybody this December 6th? I think it is. It is a Saturday. Um, I think it's the 6th. You know what? I'm looking like a big brown furry bear. Okay, it's actually a cute little jacket. Not jacket, but vest like. And I bought it. I think I've worn it once, so I thought I'd pull it out today because it's actually a bit on the chilly side today. And my hair, I'm just looking all kind of something today. Anywho, I am on my way to work, so I thought I would do a quick little video. Do a little car chat with you. My glasses, I just cleaned them. You ever have that problem? You clean your glasses and then you look at them and they're still dirty. I don't know. I'm just having one of those days. I have been on this journey. I think I mentioned it to you guys about, being the best me that I can possibly be. And one of the things I'm trying to do, I'm not going to say trying. I am working on is getting up so I can have more time in my day. And I set my alarm for 6 o'clock every morning, and I do wake up, and I do get up and go to the bathroom. But the problem is I don't stay up. And like this morning, I had planned on being at work at 8:30. I am 2 hours and almost 15 minutes past that. It's a good thing that I can pretty much come in when I want to, as long as it's reasonable. And most of the time, the patients are not up anyway if I get there at 8:30. And they're in their first group now, if they're up. So, I'm going to pass this truck real quick here. So, today I wanted to talk about holiday happiness, maybe. Maybe that's what I should name it. Or Christmas cranky. I don't know. I think I kind of like the holiday happiness better. Okay, so I mentioned in one of my vlogs before that I had gotten on Facebook dating. I'm going to say it was a bust for me. Not because there wasn't, men trying to get to know me, but and actually this was a higher caliber of men than some of the other dating sites. So I would encourage you, if that's what you like, I just don't like dating sites. I much prefer to meet people in person and see if there's that first little spark or whatever it is that makes you want to get to know them more. But the thing is, for 15 years, well, more than that, 20 years, I was in the church, and the only people I saw were other church members and other church members from other churches that we associated with. And as we know, there are not a lot of single men in the church. And so I was married 18 of those 20 years. And so I've only been divorced now 3 years, going into the 4th. It'll be the 4th year this summer, I want to say. So the whole dating scene had changed. But also, when I decided I wanted a divorce, I left my church for a while because my ex was still there and I wasn't prepared to really go to church with him and the soon-to-be new wife. I go off and on now, but that left me with really no friends, because all my friends, like I said, were the people in the church and the other church people from other churches that we dealt with. So that left me without a support group, really. He got it. So I didn't know any single men when I was in the church, but I was married. Don't know any now, to be honest, because I worked in corporate America for health insurance, and not too many guys really like sitting down, working on computers at a desk and talking on the phone or doing claims and things like that. At least not the ones I like. So, yeah, that made it limited. And then I was in school, but I was working on my master's in clinical mental health, and we don't have that many African American men that go in that field, to be honest. So I had a very limited pool to pull from. And then they say, well, have your friends introduce you. Well, my friends, either one, are too selfish, or two, they don't have nobody themselves, or three, the ones that they do know ain't no good. So, yeah, so it's been kind of a flip-flop here and there kind of thing with me and the whole dating scene. I really would like to date or find, somebody, a companion to hang out with and stuff like that. But I don't even know where you find them at. People say the grocery store. Well, as much as I've been to the grocery store during COVID, hadn't met anyone. But I did realize this, and before I even got on the dating site, I was, like I said, I've been working on this journey for myself, that for the rest of the time that God allows me to be here on this earth, I want to be the best me I can possibly be. And so I've been really, COVID has given me a great opportunity and a great time to really hone in on working on some things that I think I should work on, self-improvement, character traits, things of that nature. But it's amazing how you think you've conquered something or you're over something, and you're really not. So this is going to be a very honest video here. I pray that I will post it. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm just going to say what I'm going to say and then just post it, and then it's just going to go out there. Okay, so like I said, I was, not meeting guys, but, being able to text back and forth, and some I talked to on the phone. Two I actually met in person, though. And so there was this one guy, and, at my age, I try not to be as vain and judgmental as I was in my 20s and stuff, because you realize looks ain't everything, a great body ain't everything, and even with men, having a whole lot of money ain't everything, because when they pack up and go, they pack up their money and all their stuff too. So this guy was in Georgia, which I thought was fairly close, in Atlanta. And he has his own business where he actually does stuff like, if you get a flat and you're on the highway, he'll come and fix your tire or either bring you a new tire. Conversation was going pretty good. I mean, he was pretty funny, a lot of laughter and stuff like that. And so when I post my pictures on these sites, these are my real pictures. They are who I am. And as a woman, oh my gosh, we changed. I've changed my hair color in the last year. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 times. And might be 6. And lost weight, picked up weight and everything. And with COVID, you can tell I'm looking even a little bit plumper than I started out. But I thought I had really gotten to the point where me being in my 50s, how I look now compared to how I looked in my 20s or my 30s. And you know what? And I am happy with myself for the most part. I think there's a part of me that kind of obsesses about my weight, because for so many years, I was a very small person. I mean, I really didn't pick up weight until my late 40s. I would say late 40s, right before I was going into my 50s, probably about 10 years ago. And that's because I started working at sit-down jobs, and we had the little junk drawers that we have with a whole bunch of food in it, and I just wasn't as active as I was before, because like I said, I was sitting down, going to school. I wasn't doing a whole lot of physical activities like I was before, and the work that I did was not as physical. And so yes, I realized it, but I hate to exercise, which I've told you guys, and so it does bother me here and there. Not all the time. Sometimes when I try to put on some clothes that I used to could wear like I could not believe, and I'm just jumping all over the place, but I'm gonna get back to the story. It's gotten cold here in South Carolina, so I pulled out. I'm not a big jeans wearer, but my last job we could wear jeans every day if we wanted to, so I bought some more. And I pulled out 3 pairs of jeans and could not fit in not one pair. But it just so happened that a friend of mine, I had actually gotten some clothes from them, and I got 4 pairs that I could fit. So I was like, okay. And they were pretty much brand new. Look better than the ones that I'm giving away. So anyway, he says, well, do you have a Facebook page? So I'm like, yeah. So when he goes to my Facebook page, it just so happened I had tried to dye my hair platinum, but for some reason it would just not stay. It would be platinum the day she does it, but if I washed it, it was like the platinum was getting washed out and I was being blonde. And I wore it for a little while because I kind of liked it, and we kept trying to see if we could get the platinum to stay. And so it just so happened, now this was like a couple of months ago, so it just so happened that I had a picture of me with the platinum. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to post this because I never posted me with my hair that color. And so I put it as my profile. Well, with the platinum, it does make me look totally different than my hair when it's like kind of a burgundy red or whatever, which some of the pictures on my page, that's the color it was. I think it was either brown or a black. Like I say, my hair might be a menagerie of colors because it just depends on what it will take and what it won't. I think when I had the reddish brown, I was trying to go for a brown blonde or something, I don't know. And so he says, well, that doesn't look like you. And I'm thinking, now I'm looking at me and I'm looking at my pictures and I'm like, yeah, it does look like me. And he kind of abruptly hung up the phone. And I was just like, wow. So let me just straight. This guy hung up on me because he thought that those were not my pictures. Now, if you put both pictures together, you can clearly see that one is me with reddish brown hair and one is me with a platinum gray kind of looking hair. And I actually was quite offended, but I was a little hurt. I was more hurt because I felt like he was saying that the picture of me now didn't look as good as the picture that I took last spring. And I was just like, wow. And I like I said, I was a bit upset, but you know what? It was very eye-opening for me because I had to address the issue of why the hell are you upset about somebody that you've never met? You don't even know if the pictures that they posted are of them. Why would you get mad about their opinion of you? Because it really doesn't make a difference. So I had to reassess this. So I took myself off of all social media platforms except for, I never really post anything on Instagram. I just look. And my Facebook, and I'm debating on the Facebook. But the question came to me, and maybe those of you who happen to watch my little, and I'm sorry, I didn't take off my YouTube page. Those of you who happen to watch my page, my question is, does it bother you when people make a judgment call of your pictures of yourself on social media platforms such as Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, all the ones where you can post pictures where somebody might have said, oh wow, you're fat, or you've gained weight, or oh, I don't like that hair color on you, or you shouldn't have wore that outfit in that picture. Does it bother you? Does it affect you that, and even if it's friends and family, does it bother you that they get to make a decision as to who you are, and it's just their opinion? All right, guys, I'm stopping by Hardee's to get me, hopefully I can still get breakfast, a big breakfast. Hello?
What kind of order, Smagel, please?
Yes, can I get the breakfast platter with bacon and grits and a medium coffee with 7 sugars?
One bacon platter with grits, one medium coffee.
Yes.
All right, what else can we get for you?
Let me get an orange juice and that'll be it.
Thank you. Charge to the window, please.
Thank you. Okay, so, and yes, guys, I'm getting this because I'm on my way to work, and I probably won't get anything to eat till probably dinner. If then, sometimes this is the only meal that I have during the day. I'm gonna sit you down here while I pay for my food. I probably should put a mask on, but normally they have a mask on, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm fine. How are you today?
It's gonna be 801, please.
Okay. Oh, come on, Cord.
What kind of order, Smagel?
Thank you. So yes, I like the big. I don't know if you guys have Hardee's. If you don't, it'd be sort of like, I think it's in the same family as Whataburger. I think. I think they're by the same company, but it's a burger place. But I really like their breakfast because, like McDonald's, you can only get the sandwiches type things, but here you actually get a breakfast, and it's eggs, bacon, grits, biscuit, and you get hash browns. That's a pretty good deal for like, I want to say it's like 5 something. So that's pretty good. So yes, so okay. So I was a little offended. And when I talked to him, he tried to say, well, his phone went dead. But I was like, okay, if that was the case. But then he just didn't have anything else to say. And I thought that was interesting because, I mean, the conversation was going great. And then you thought that, I don't know if he thought my picture looked too old with my hair gray. But I'm like, we're the same age. And I was like, you know, it's amazing to me because, I mean, he wasn't no prime catch or nothing. It wasn't like he was this buff guy and all this stuff like that. So I was thinking, wow. You know, I found that men who I thought were not attractive and didn't have no great shape and all that stuff seemed to think that they should get I don't know what type of woman. I don't know. I know men are visual. But I just had to regroup because I was like, what is wrong with you that you even took these people's opinion? And I watched this really, you know, right after all this happened, I watched this really neat documentary on Netflix. So if you have Netflix, please check out The Social Dilemma. It is eye-opening. And it was talking about things like that and just how much they manipulate us on social media. And that's true because, you know, now for females, it's the skinny waist, the big butt, and the big boobs. It's like a Barbie doll because they're not real. But what has it done to the women, the younger women in the United States, well, in society, where they feel like now they're getting plastic surgery in their 20s.
I got it. Burger. All right.
Thank you. Sorry, guys. But, yeah, that, you know, society's making all these rules for women. And this is the funny thing, and maybe it's just me, but how come we don't have these rules for men? Why don't we have rules that the men gotta have, you know, really buff bodies and You know, they got to be bow-legged and all this stuff. All these rules, unspoken rules, come at the helm of being a woman. You know, at one time, you know, I remember when I was growing up, you had to have a big chest. You know, now it's back to the big butts. It's just always something about how we look that we're being judged by. And I really had to take a look back at myself and say, why did that bother you? And since I've been thinking about it, I realized the reason why it bothered me is because my weight bothers me. For some reason, I have not gotten to the point that I am totally okay with the weight where I'm at. The fact that in menopause, and you know what, that's probably why I gained the weight. I just thought about it. Menopause and the weight around the belly and all this stuff like that. And the funny thing is, it has not stopped men from being attracted to me. It's just really internally how I feel about myself. So I actually had to thank him, which I did. I sent him a text thanking him for me having to come to this realization about myself through a very hard lesson, I just kind of think. But, so I was like, you know what? That's good though, because that gives me an opportunity to do some internal work. And if it bothers me that bad, then I need to do something about it, such as exercise and quit eating stuff. And you know what? Unfortunately, when you get to menopause, it ain't even about eating junk, because I don't eat. I live in the country, so I can't go get fast food. I might, and this is a slim might, have a burger once a month. If I go to fast food, it's on the days that I work, and I'm usually getting breakfast. When I'm at home, I'm making a smoothie, or I just drink a cup of coffee and call it a morning. I'm cooking all my meals now because of COVID. It's very rare, unless I just happen to be out, which that's even slimmer because I order most things in, that I go out. But if I happen to be out, I might pick up dinner somewhere or something like that. But the odds are I'm cooking, so I'm cooking fairly healthy. I don't fry anything anyway, so I'm just like, why won't this weight go away? But, you know, yeah, that was a realization that I had about myself. And I thought that I would share it because I wondered how many other women felt a little something when somebody said something about one of their pictures on social media, or if you were on a dating site and some man made a judgment call about who you were because of how you looked. Well, peeps, I am going to end this little vlog here and rolling on to the job. And I know some people are doing vlogs every day for Christmas. I don't know, because, you know, maybe I'll try to do more. I keep saying that. I got to show you guys the office, though, because it's coming along pretty good. And I am going to do one showing the house after I finish decorating it for Christmas. I started last night. I got one tree almost done. And the den, I just want to add a few more little things. And then in the dining room, it looks like I'm going to have to spray paint me some bulbs because I can't find what I want, and hand paint some of them because I actually, and this is crazy, I had some chair covers and my white ones needed to get washed, but I had some chair covers that I bought and they wasn't really the color that I had anticipated. I thought it was going to have more of another color in there, and they're actually blue, like a royal blue, kind of dark blue with an olive. They're very pretty. They're butterflies. So I just decided, you know what, I need to wash the white ones from Thanksgiving. So I'm going to put these on, and then I was like, you know what, how about if I decorate the dining room with blue, dark blue, and royal green. I'm sorry, oh my gosh, dark blue and olive green. And I will do that. And I actually went to Hobby Lobby yesterday. They are so expensive, but I love their stuff. I bought $160 worth of Christmas stuff. And so some of it was flowers to change out the colors in the dining room. and to buy some clear glass bulbs so I could paint them and some other stuff. But yeah, and then for the living room, I think I'm just gonna do, last year I did a pink and white tree because I have pink and white in there, but I think this year it's just gonna be all white, an all white Christmas tree. So guys, you all have an awesome Saturday. I hope everyone is feeling pretty good, even with the holidays coming in. I know this year is not the same conventional year, and I do know that this year there's a lot of loss, a lot of hurt, and a lot going on. So, you know, I decorate because it cheers me up, because I don't have any small children and I don't have a significant other. And so the decorations make me happy. I've always loved Christmas. So it's a way so that I don't feel down during the holidays. But if I had family, you know, small children, like I'm going to have my granddaughter come over and hopefully we can bake cookies together, stuff like that. But if I still had small children, I would do a lot of the things that we did that was free, such as drive through the neighborhoods and see the Christmas lights, make homemade cookies and cakes and stuff like that. We love watching the Christmas, you know, Christmas movies and cartoons that came on. Popcorn and string some. Just different things like that that I would actually do. So, you know, those are just suggestions for those of you who are at home and feeling like because you don't have the money, you know, you can't do anything. There's a lot you can do as a family together, and Christmas should not be about the gifts anyway. It should be about just being able to spend time with your loved ones. And for those who have lost someone due to COVID, I am so sorry. And I know that this year will not be the same, but I do lift you up in prayer, and for strength for you and your family to be able to make it during this time. But maybe during this time, instead of thinking about so much of the loss, you could implement some of the things that that person would have wanted if they were able to be here. Or think about the memories of, you know, the times that they spent with you during the holidays, or if you have old movies or old pictures and things like that that you can show in celebration of the life that they had. Love you guys much. Thanks for checking in on me, and I'm gonna try to do something with this hair before I get into the building. So you guys have an awesome Saturday. Love you. Thanks for checking in for Defining Deborah. Tell somebody about the channel. Bye.